want to touch on some of the very important steps that sometimes can get overlooked. So first thing, when you meet with an agent, you need to have some goals defined. And I call them your long-term real estate goals. You need to talk to your spouse if you have one, or anyone that is looking at partnering with you to purchase a property, okay? The reason being, a lot of times we don't stop to ask what long-term goals you have. And if you're only going to be here 2 or 3 years and you're going to move on to the next place, we need to look at, are you planning on doing long-term rental? Are you planning on doing short-term? STR is known as short-term rentals, Airbnb. Well, the problem with that is a lot of times people don't ask what your long-term goals are for home ownership, and you have it in your mind that you're buying a property that you're going to move out of in a year, and then you're going to turn it into a short-term rental, but you can't, right? Because a lot of villages and townships are actually moving toward banning short-term rentals completely. So if you're looking at possibly purchasing a property to use as income leverage in the future, you need to let your realtor know that so that they can set up the expectation of finding you a property that is in a township that already has the short-term rental plans in place. They should already have regulations that outline what those uses are of your personal property, right? So for example, Southern Pines, short-term rentals are banned. And a lot of the older historic neighborhoods are banned in their deed restrictions before the town even moved to ban them. But they kind of look the other way, unless you have a complaint, okay? Pinehurst, we went through a huge fight with Pinehurst because the mayor was hell-bent, excuse my language, on banning short-term rentals here, which we are a resort town. We thrive on having properties available to people coming in for short-term rental, and they have put stricter regulations in place. So as I have clients who are looking for short-term rentals, I have to know that so I can find them a property that is grandfathered in and that is not going to be excluded from allowing them to rent that in the future. So that is the reason we need long-term ownership goals. That often gets overlooked in conversations between an agent and their client.